Welcome everyone to our 5-year anniversary stream. So this is Mikkel, game director and co-founder of Ghost Ship Games.
Thank you. And this is Søren Lundgaard. He is CEO of Ghost Ship Games and also one of the co-founders.
We're happy to be here today to present to you an awesome and action-packed anniversary stream. We'll go through the past, present, and future of Deep Rock Galactic. And then we'll continue with
Ghost Ship Publishing, which is one of our new adventures. We will present the first three games that we will be publishing.
That will be followed by the hiring for hoxxes competition. The finalist will be revealed in that hour, including, of course, the winner and celebrations. Yeah. After that, we'll have stream shenanigans with Jacob, our community manager, and the crew, showcasing both the legacy builds that we'll talk about later and a bit about the anniversary. We've prepared some images and slides for you. Let's just get started on that. So it's been 5 years ago that we launched Deep Rock Galactic, but actually this journey for us started 7 years ago, right?
It did.
Yes. So 7 years ago, we looked like this, us and the 4 other founders of Ghost Ship Games.
Not knowing anything about the journey we're going on to, basically.
No, just on a hope and a prayer and the idea of Deep Rock Galactic. And we had a equally small office, but that's how it started, in a cave, you can say. And then shortly after that, we moved to a slightly bigger office and we started hiring people. And we stayed there for a while. And actually, that was where we developed most of the early access build of the game. We'll speed forward to 5 years ago where we launched the game. You can see on the left the button I had to click, and I was a bit like, what will happen?
To launch the game.
I do not regret clicking that button.
No.
On the launch day, where we still didn't know if this would be a success. We
wanted cake
to celebrate that we actually launched the game into early access. And I would say pretty quickly on that day, we knew something magical was happening. Like a lot of you were already back then buying the game.
We were really, really happy that it actually went well.
Then we had cake again, not too long after, 500,000 milestone.
And that was crazy because we said, like, if we're doing 50,000 copies or selling 50,000 copies, it will be okay. We'll be happy with that. Yeah. And we had our high estimate would be 200,000 copies lifetime.
Yeah. We of course developed the game. We developed updates. This update with the endgame. Maybe you can tell a bit about that, Mikkel.
When we started developing Deep Rock Galactic, we were looking at Left 4 Dead. And Left 4 Dead doesn't have any progression or anything. It just has a really good game, right? A fun game to play. But as time went by, we could see that a lot of the feedback we got from you guys was that you actually wanted more progression, wanted something to work towards. That was the introduction of deep dives, machine events, overclocks for guns.
And the promotions. But this update, that really changed the metrics. And as you can see on this graph, it's heading upwards, which is the nicest graphs when they do that. So we took this learning from this update and said, okay, let's do more of these types of updates where we really pour in a lot of content and listen to you for what should go in. Then we're moving on to the 1.0 of the game, and this, of course, was a celebration, but also a bit annoying because it happened during Corona.
Everyone was in isolation and pulling everything together. That was challenging.
Many updates later, we decided to kind of reinvent the way we're doing updates.
I think actually it was me who started this.
Yes.
We could see that when we were releasing an update, and you guys who were sinking so much time into the game would burn through that content really fast. And then we started toying with this idea: could we do a season pass?
And we ended up with the solution that you now know, where we give it away for free and have removed all the FOMO stuff that is usually out there, and the reception on this has been enormous. So our biggest challenge was probably that we spent quite a lot of time on this one, so we found out later that we set the bar maybe a little bit too high in what type of amount of content we could do for a season, but that's how it is. Then we finally got out on PlayStation. And we made alongside the Coffee Stain a deal with Sony to go into PlayStation Plus. But actually it turned out that all the players isolated on PlayStation behaved equally nice. Mm-hmm. And the conclusion was it's simply the game design and the game itself that fosters this friendliness.
Yeah. We of course hadn't imagined that all the little things would come together and be as strong as it is in Deep Rock Galactic.
We did also, I remember, say to ourselves, we wanted to create the best co-op game ever, right? Then we tried something quite different. We teamed up with some old colleagues and friends of us from Mood. They came to us with this idea, shouldn't we make a board game on Deep Rock? We said yes.
Yes.
Let's do it. With this Kickstarter, we later on learned that this is actually the most successful Kickstarter in the Nordics of all types of Kickstarter, not just board games. But the board game itself turned out really great. Yeah. Then we turned back to the game, and season 2 came out. As you can see on the graph, it didn't do just as well as season 1. And then we came out with Plaguefall,
which was season 3.
Yes.
And of course, we had changed the theme. Went away from the robots, and
we also managed to hit a lot of different marketing beats and make sure that everybody was aware that this was happening and build up hype. And as you can see on the graph, that just smashed all our previous records once again.
But again, I mean, I think this is also just showing, I mean, we are trying to sort of learn from our successes and failures and constantly trying to improve what we do with Deep Rock Galactic.
This is who we are, not exactly today, but 9 months ago, I think. We are a bit over 30 souls now in the skeleton crew here at Ghost Ship Games, and we will keep growing slowly. We do not believe in growing fast, because then we will lose the control of the culture that we have. But slowly we'll keep growing to keep up with the success that you are bringing us. But all this that you contribute with wikis and translations, bug finding and testing, of course, we just want to
memes and just
say thanks from our bottom of our heart. Of course, there's also the Rock and Stone, right? We need to talk about that. As you may have seen specifically on Reddit, it's kind of taking over. So Rock and Stone is also something we talk about when we share this with other developers and say this thing about having a shared thing that your community where they can recognize each other in other environments. That's extremely strong.
The latest
discussion, heated discussions.
We had a bug in the game where when you were starting a promotion mission, promotion assignment, and you were quitting out after completing the first mission in the assignment, then the weekly core hunt would reset, and you can go in and play that. Go back, play one mission of the promotion, and then you could repeat and then milking the system. Yeah. Obviously, this was a bug, and it was a bug that we wanted to fix. But we have seen all the discussions going on, and we wanted to address this. Obviously, we also talked a lot about this internally in the office. What do we do here? And the solution, or one of the solutions that we're doing, is what you see here. And the idea is that when you promote a dwarf, after the first promotion with each of the dwarves, after that, you will be getting a blank matrix core, infused overclock core, and an infused cosmetic core. Yep. So that will give you a little bit more of that, you can say, extra cores than compared to what you got before.
So this moves us to the anniversary. So we've had anniversary events before, but I think I can safely say that this one is a bit more extravagant.
So the space rig, well, we've gone a little bit overboard by dressing it up. There will be a double XP event again. We are also doing something new, and that is introducing an alternative build, which is a legacy version of Deep Rock Galactic. I got the idea, hey, what if you could play Deep Rock Galactic year 0? Yeah. Like how it was just after we launched into Steam Early Access. But I think if you're interested in seeing where Deep Rock Galactic is coming from, I mean, go in, grab some friends, go in, give it a test, and place a couple of missions, and then get back to Deep Rock Galactic as it is today, and be happy about all the improvements that we've made.
We also did something else differently this time. Let you decorate yourself with super extravagant armor. Of course, it's not for everyone. It's for those who really want to just
it's bigger than a normal cosmetic DLC. Yeah. It comes with more stuff. So in that regard, it's also
it does the same as the supporter one, with giving you a badge to show that you're a supporter of the game.
You're getting a beer and so a special beer and so on. Yeah.
And then lastly, we have moved on with a request, and this is not volume 3, but it is to get these volumes, volume 1 and 2, onto streaming services like Spotify.
At least Spotify, yeah.
At least Spotify.
Yeah.
Moving on to something you've also been waiting on is, of course, the roadmap for what is going to come. Season 4.
Yeah, and we're not saying so much,
No,
so
sorry.
don't get your hopes too high here. Of course, it will be a new season with a new season pass and season events and everything like that.
Yeah.
I think we are writing there that it's not going to be robots. That's how far we're going.
Yeah.
When it comes to details
that's
about
the
it.
only promise.
Then we are also looking into doing new enemies. And new enemies that will go into like the normal rotation of enemies.
Yeah.
And then of course we have a lot of other features that we are not ready to talk so much about.
We'll slowly leak them out as usual, and do some
But
videos.
it also says that we're excited about jetpacks.
It does.
It does, I think.
We are aiming, as it says, towards the end of second quarter. That's actually all we had on the whole 5 year in orbit.
Could take some questions.
Yeah.
How will you be able to play the legacy version?
The way we have done it is that everyone will, who just gets the update, will automatically get the legacy version of the game. When you boot up the game, you get this pop-up where you can choose between DirectX something and save mode. And there will also be an option to launch Deep Rock Galactic Legacy.
Are there any new biomes in the pipeline?
New biomes in the pipeline? Yeah. I mean, it's there's always a lot of new stuff in the pipeline.
Are GSG Publishing accepting pitches? Where to send them?
I think if you go into
GoShip.dk /publishing.
there will be a publishing there.
And then if you go right at the bottom, there is an email, and you can send stuff, and we are looking at it. We will need to see playable prototypes, and we will need to see a formed team, a team that exists.
And that can execute the game.
And that can execute the game.
When you promote, or if you promote, will the reward overclocks and cosmetics always be for the class you promoted?
No. It will be, and we are not going to do that. It is going to be random, just like with everything else. Basically, again, we're trying to make a system that will encourage you to play all 4 dwarves.
Will the season pass be like the same old season pass format, or like other games, or will there be interesting additions in each and every update?
So it'll be. We'll continue to do as we do. I mean, we're not. Now we have found our formula, you can say. So the performance pass that comes in season 4 will have equal amounts of content and work.
What is your favorite scrapped content that didn't make it into the game?
We have internally been telling ourselves that we have not cut anything, but that's not true.
We are always working on stuff that is on the way into the game. And that means, again, that we're not cutting very much work.
No.
Will you add a feature like removing beer with Q or similar?
That's another bug we fixed.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that could be a solution. I need to talk with some of the designers on this thing.
Have you ever considered comics like with lore and short stories?
I think if we saw like a cool concept for it, I think it would be super easy for us. We are not gonna be not right now at least. We're not gonna be pushing a comic ourselves.
What drove the decision to not monetize the season pass?
The reason why we introduced the season pass was not to make money. The reason was to actually solve how we were releasing our updates.
Yeah.
And I think that was our main purpose by doing it, right? To frame it, to generate content that was for everyone when we came out with an update.
How long will DRG be supported?
When we started our adventure with Deep Rock Galactic 5 years ago, we were thinking that, well, maybe we are going to be supporting this game for 2 years. And it has just been like, I mean, we can't stop now. We won't stop because we enjoy working on it. It is definitely not in our plans in any way to stop working on Deep Rock Galactic.
No.
That is a journey that will just keep continue.
If we keep supporting this and you keep playing this, then why should it die anytime soon?
Are there any plans to add more beer to the game?
More beer? Yeah, we are actually working on a beer for season 4.
Are there any plans to add content to the Steam Point store?
We've been trying to figure out if it's actually like what's the value in it. It's not out of the question, but we just have not returned to it.
What about official VR support?
Yes, so there's the mod, as you now you call it official, because we tried the mod and it's pretty amazing.
I mean, obviously it's just a mod. I mean, but I mean it was fully functional, and I think it was kind of an amazing experience.
We are not developers for VR, so we would need to partner up with somebody else, and we would need to have the bandwidth to take care of that the same way that we have done with the board game,
and we need someone who can take this and just own it.
Yeah.
Because we cannot handle it in-house. And the problem here is, I think, that if we do a VR, it will be very closely linked to Deep Rock Galactic. And that would mean that we would actually want to be more involved in it.
There are no current plans on this, but as you can hear, we're not against the idea in the future. We think it could be a really special experience if done well.
If you do remove the legacy launch option, would you consider putting it in the beta section afterwards?
The thing is, it is gonna be part of the game size. But let's see how popular it is. Let's see how much it's played.
Is Deep Rock Galactic for Steam Deck going to be officially verified?
That is a tough one because basically it's font sizes that is the biggest challenge here, and we have not been setting this up
correctly.
In a smart way for Deep Rock Galactic. The controller is there and you can go in, and I mean everything is just working. So I mean, from a gameplay perspective, there's no reason you shouldn't be able to enjoy Deep Rock Galactic on the Steam Deck.
I'm being very aggressively asked if there'll be a perk rework in the game.
Okay, so that is also something that we are discussing. We have the same desire. It's not going to happen for Season 4, I'm just going to say that. But it is definitely something we want to do. We also have some ideas for new perks. But I think when we do it, when we start touching perks, we want to be able to do more than just like adding to the system that we already have. And that turns it into a bigger task.
Update on future merchandise for Deep Rock Galactic, and what about mugs?
Unfortunately, the whole setup we had for fans by fans in the US it has almost ended. We are now looking into new solutions on this, but I cannot say anything about how fast or when. We really want some more Deep Rock Galactic merchandise. The game and you and we deserve it. We want it as well.
Deep Rock Galactic has a strong community of dedicated players who often collaborate on mods and other community-driven projects. How does the team interact with the community, and what role do player suggestions and feedback play in the development process?
One of the, I think, things that we did really early on was that we allowed and encouraged everyone on the team to actually engage with the community, and without having like a big list of things that you can't say, or without having to constantly check if they could phrase it this or that way. What happens now is that we have all of you that are closer to the development team actually acting as our like extra hands and the next circle of contacts out into the communities. We still have a lot of us in here that are on a daily basis are talking to a select group of you, and then it spreads on.
But it's also like, I mean, sometimes, I don't know, a programmer or someone just are reading a Reddit thread or something like that and say, hey, oh, this idea could be cooler, and then they share it on our Slack channel, and then we talk about, hey, should we do this or not? So it is also very just happening, right? Or very organically, I think.
Yeah. So now we're going into our new endeavor.
Basically, I think you and I, Søren, have had this dream about giving something back to the Danish game industry and help grow it, basically. Yeah, and I think one of the things that have not surprised us, but I mean, when we are game developers, right, and we started doing Deep Rock Galactic, but it also turned out that we actually were pretty good at marketing the game on Steam.
We ended up defining 3 pillars. And these 3 pillars narrows us in as a publishing setup.
The first one, open development. I believe, you believe, early access is an honest way to engage with the community.
And then, of course, the passion and the personal approach to this is what we have done. Many developers are doing this, but we'll embrace that as publishers as well. Then there's the flexible game design, which is basically just needed for this to work, right? Because if you make a very linear, narratively locked game, it's quite difficult to adapt to all the feedback and response you get.
Yeah.
The last pillar is on the business side, and this is, of course, also something that we stand for with Ghost Ship Games and with Deep Rock Galactic, is this consumer-friendly business model where you buy the game once and then you know it's yours forever and you'll get updates for free forever, and then you can give back by buying cosmetic DLCs.
Because when we were starting, I mean, free-to-play was super hot and was something everyone wanted to go into. But
we were going a little bit against the waves there. So now we are ready to move on to revealing
the 3 titles. Yes. The last one we're going to show is going to be Deep Galactic related. So the first game that we are going to take a look at is a game called Dark Swarm. We have Hans and Jonas with us here, the 2 founders of Bitfire Games. And welcome.
Thank you. Dark Swarm, it's this it's a dark sci-fi co-op tactical action shooters for up to like 4 players. So you play this team of these synthetically engineered elite mercenaries. These stations they're having trouble with this like dark swarm that's spreading throughout the outer colonies. You're there to make the buck and level up your gear and shit.
We instantly fell in love with the project. Yes. I think after all the 3 titles that we're going to show today, Dark Swarm is the one that has the longest journey ahead of it.
Which also means that the community, you can influence this. You can come in and be early adopters and take part of evolving this game alongside Jonas and Hans.
Yeah.
All right.
Welcome to Guidelight Games. So we have Tim and Torbjørn here with us, the 2 developers of spellrogue.
So we were just like instantly in love with the game.
This game is fun. Yeah.
So spellrogue is a deck building roguelike where you play as a wizard, but instead of using mana to cast your spells, you roll dice.
So the goal is each turn you're rolling a set of dice, but the whole idea is that you're still manipulating these dice. You're rerolling the dice, you're flipping the dice, and then you're using them in the different spells that each have some very specific requirements.
I really think that is really cool, and I haven't actually seen anything exactly like this.
We are putting out a demo. We're planning to put out a demo soon, and we're starting a beta test. So again, please follow us on Steam, and you'll be able to develop the game along with us.
Yeah. Cool. But I think that was it, and I'm just gonna say thank you, Tim and Torbjørn, for joining the stream.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
We are looking forward to see
more.
To
play it even more as well.
Great.
Definitely. Yes. Also look forward to have everybody play it.
Definitely.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
So,
all right.
That was 2.
And now the last game.
Yes.
And as I said in the beginning, I promised something about Deep Galactic.
Like a year ago, I tried to convince everybody in here at the office that Vampire Survivors was the next big thing, because I had a secret plan. I wanted to merge Deep Galactic and this new genre, because I just thought it was just so awesome. And then magic happened.
We all fell into the Vampire Survivor craze.
Yes, you got lured in, and we talked about it, and we met a developer from Denmark.
My name is Anders. I'm the founder of Funday, and Martin here is the lead developer on the projects. And we're super excited to be here and meet your community on this amazing game. It is a survival-like, but the main twist here is that we've added the mining from Deep Galactic.
So we try to be as true to the original as possible, but it is a different type of game, so there are some tweaks here and there.
We're going to have like the 4 characters, the 4 classes as well, and we aim to have as many of the guns as possible with respect, obviously, to the gameplay we're building.
Maybe some new ones too.
It is a single-player game. That's why it's called Survivor. So we're aiming for an early access this year.
Tuesday is when we spend an hour together where we actually play the latest build of Deep Galactic Survivor, and that is always a lot of fun to see what has been going on, and it's constantly just evolving. If you out there are watching this and you like what you see, you also have a weakness for this genre, I mean, please go in and wishlist Deep Galactic Survivor.
Very cool. Thank you, Anders and Martin, for joining our stream.
Thank you.
Thanks.
It's a pleasure.
Looking forward to the collaboration. We have time for some questions. That's fine.
What is the price tag for DRG Survivor?
We don't have any price tags, but obviously we are looking at the competition. What is the price level here? And then we are gonna do something comparable.
Will you work towards making DRG a whole brand with more games and non-game content for it?
We're not saying no, but the main problem for us is actually time and investment, because we need to is still very close to our hearts. It's still our baby, so we need to protect it, and we need to take care of it, and so we will need to be involved in these projects really closely, and we can only do so many at a time.
Is Deep Rock Survivor canon to DRG lore?
Probably yes, but it's still not totally decided. We are very light on the whole lore and canon thing anyway, so it's going to be clearly existing in the universe.
Did the success of the board game play any part in the decision to make something like Deep Rock Survivor? Deep Rock Galactic Survivor?
It inspired us that it was possible. It inspired us to see that it was so well received that we did it. The IP can transcend into other medias.
Deep Rock Galactic becomes a huge deal. Now it has a spin-off. Will there be any films or series of some sort?
That's not in the plan right now.
No. But if somebody comes to us with this amazing pitch and
idea,
it just works, and we are like, okay, this is perfect, and we trust them, and then it changes.
Does Ghost Ship Games want to establish itself and its future partners as defenders of consumer-friendly practices, and are those practices set in stone?
We would like to prove that this way of doing it is totally viable, and then hopefully inspire others to just take that way. But we're not like crusading in that way, or no.
So if you guys are becoming your own publishing service, are you still working with Coffee Stain Studios?
Yes. So Coffee Stain stays as publishers on Deep Rock Galactic. There is very little like tension in that sense between us. It's been they've been super supportive.
How will the work of Ghost Ship Publishing affect existing development of Ghost Ship games like Deep Rock Galactic?
Hopefully not much. We have a rock solid team sitting on Deep Rock Galactic delivering the A game. So
Thanks,
Rock
everyone.
and Stone, we have Mike and Mark ready here for the showcase of the whole hiring foxes competition.
It's been amazing.
Mike is the lead game designer.
Oh yeah. Mark's the content creator.
I'm the content creator / producer.
Hiring for hoxxes. Yeah. So we made a little competition with you bring in videos. Now we asked all of you awesome people to submit recruitment videos for the Deep Rock Galactic Corporation. But you guys have sent in a lot, and it's crazy. We got 195 submissions altogether. The whole team has been going through this whole thing where they were watching the videos, voting on them, except for me and Mark. We weren't allowed to watch any.
Yeah, but we wanted to save our reaction for the stream, so we'll experience it with all you guys.
10 finalists were selected, and they couldn't select just one winner. So there is a winner, but then there was like, we should have a second winner and like a third winner. Otherwise known as the second and third place.
Third place and the second place each get a Steam Deck. And for the first place, we'll give them one Steam Deck, a beard wig, a Deep Rock Galactic golden loot bug plushie, and one Deep Rock Galactic poster signed by the team here at Ghost Ship Games. And apart from that, we also want to reward everyone who's submitted a video. So on top of that, we'll give all entries the Supporter 2 DLC.
Then, first off, I think let's say a big thank you to everyone who submitted. But now, like, who won? I don't know.
Yeah. All right. So we're starting with the third place.
Shared third place.
Okay.
Okay. We just. Can I get one of these Steam Decks that we apparently have and keep giving out? I will say the first one. It's Doomer.
Congrats, Doomer. Well done.
Well done.
And the third place is Not Boogie. Okay, so here we got the second place. So
yes.
Congratulations to
Drilling in the name of.
Woo! Woo! You also get a Steam Deck.
Congratulations and well deserved.
Congrats, man. Yeah. Oh.
Roll the clip.
I can't wait to watch that again.
Roll the clip. Why don't you have it already?
That was the song one, right?
That was the song one.
Yeah.
Right?
It's still stuck in my head. It's still stuck in my head. So it's fair play.
Come on, guys! Let's forge a better tomorrow!
Yeah. Okay, no, let's sing about that.
It's a Deep Rock life.
No, they're saying don't do it.
It's a Deep Rock life. For us, we go to hoxxes to earn our creds, mine minerals and kill glyphids. It's a Deep Rock life. They're making a bit of sense. Yeah, I know. We call the space, bring home, rock and stone is all we know. Drill a scout, gunner, engineer. Fill our bellies full of beer. It's a Deep Rock life.
I mean, video is cool, but for me, I mean, it
It'll
is the
feel
song
like
that
the
it's
birds
like,
are always prowling.
But the video
It'll
is
feel
awesome.
like there's
No, the
never
video is
any
super cool, but,
light.
like, yeah.
But we're dwarves and we never throw the towel in. Stand your ground and give those birds a fight. Come on, Molly.
I really like the Molly shot.
Goggles legend.
Yeah, oh, this is
That's super cool about like the 2D perspective.
To be so with the helmet fits. Join Team Rock Galactic. It's a Team Rock Life. What in the hell was that? Yeah, our job is nothing like that. It's not glamorous. I didn't give permission to use my likeness. Oi, let's go get an Orc and Stout now.
I did not give permission to use my likeness.
Well done, drilling in the name of.
Yeah.
Well deserved.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's it. That's yeah, and
now
we
we
are
got
now
the
down to our
The
final
first place.
first place. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
It's Super Quaker.
Oh, what? That's a quick review. Nice, Super Quaker. Congrats.
Congratulations.
That was also
Sure.
an incredible video. Let's see it again.
Oh,
Hi,
yeah.
Brother Wolf. Join me in Deep Rock Galactic.
Oh, yeah, that one.
This
Yeah.
company will make all your dreams come true.
Camo bird. I really need to know how this was created. I need to know all the secrets.
Apparently it's not. I trust you. Never doubted you.
Come and rescue me! Object identified.
Rocket stone!
Rock and roll! Glad to see you
With the
on
drop
board,
pod closing
brother.
and the doors opening in the next shot. That is super cool transition.
Hang there. Totally not getting hit by meteorites.
Teamwork and fear
Learn a
will
thing or two.
keep
Yeah.
us together.
Oh, and the cheer.
That's super cool. Well done.
Yeah,
Let's do
well deserved.
another-
Yeah, enjoy your Steam Decks
Yeah.
and all your other prizes. Thank you so much to everyone who contributed
Yeah.
to the competition. I'm blown away by the creativity. But
It's super cool. So, Jakob, what do we do now?
Now you answer questions for 10 more minutes, Mike.
Nice.
I'll
What we
lead
got?
with this one. Is that a working model of the arms core?
Yes, like this thing you can take out. There's a battery in it. You hook it in, and then you push the trigger. It is a button, so you push the trigger, right? Not too much, and then it fucking spins.
If
If
you
you
could add one thing to GRG with a final say, what would that be?
yeah, I would like you to be able to like add endless amount of loadout slots.
I would love to like us to try to do water.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
Chad's been
that-
talking
that's
about
a
it.
good
We're always
one.
saying no, and it's because it's a huge thing. But that would be so cool.
Can you guys produce a behind-the-scenes video about the season pass development process just for us players to realize how much work you guys have to deal with?
Oh, I would love that. I think that would be really cool, actually. Yeah, the thing is, a lot of the decisions are at Ghost Ship are made day to day.
Yeah.
It's pretty limited how much we actually like plan and set in stone. Yeah, but it could be cool in like a vlog format in a way,
or
maybe.
something.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Bye.
This is the next segment of today's program. We are going to do a
Space Rig tour, maybe talking about what has happened in the Space Rig for the past year. or
That's
so.
true. We recently started doing more detailed decorations on the space rig for seasonal events. So and Harpa is one of the masterminds behind that. So let's see what you have cooking, Harpa.
Yeah, so we're having a bit of a sneak peek of the anniversary that starts tomorrow. We really went all out with this kind of Art Deco dripping with gold aesthetics. Lloyd is also dripping with gold.
Ooh.
Ooh.
is there anything in this that you haven't even told anyone in the office?
Oh, we're gonna find out maybe what this guy does tomorrow. Now the motto of the art team is, but can it jiggle?
And it usually can.
It usually can, but there is actually a lot of work that goes into making everything very interactable, because it's physics and there's also programming, and then there's the sound effects. It is also really fun.
Wait,
Oh yeah, we have the ashtrays.
Ashtrays. Oh.
Yeah, for cigars, nothing else. Well, we obviously have the palm tree that started it all. And
the OG.
I'm very excited. The OG. Here's a lantern, was supposed to come in during Lunar New Year, that you could light up and fly away on. Whee!
A really slow elevator.
We do have glyphs, baby glyphs, that just did not fit with our current aesthetics.
The
nativity
scene. It's in there. It's a tiny baby glyph.
There's like a tiny, tiny little chance of spawning a beer mug in here. Like one of the rarest events you can get in the space rig.
It's very extravagant.
Yes. I feel like it catches the Danish hygge.
Yeah, it's dark and cozy and it's cold outside.
These are all rigged with physics. So we actually did get curtains to work now. But so I think everyone should just really enjoy that the curtains move slightly. They're very heavy.
Yeah, but thank you, Harpa, and stay tuned, everyone out there, for the next part.
Are we live? Hi, chat.
I think so.
Hello. Maybe Jakob should be the host, because then people will be able to see him select the mission and all that stuff, and we are showing the legacy.
I have no idea how to select the mission.
This is the tutorial. This is the tutorial. So first, chat can see this the tutorial. This is what the tutorial used to be like. Surprise! It's pretty much identical as it is now. Yeah, they can see the tutorial biome. Come on.
Okay, this is there. I can
a little more. Bosco's already here, right? So we already had Bosco at this point.
Just I can't hear shit.
Space rag.
Mission in the escape.
Whoa, mission failed. That's harsh.
Hey, you think barrels are janky now in the game? Oh, wait till you jump on a barrel in the Legacy Edition.
We did it. But we made hoxxes whole again.
Yes.
And now I'm gonna equip my favorite gun, cryo cannon.
What? No, you're not. So there are no second guns. There's like your primary, your secondary.
We won't do any bug fixing on this.
No.
This is what it was back then.
Yes.
This is what you get.
It's part of the experience, man.
There, I want to go in there.
No, don't go in there. No, you cannot. This you cannot do. This you cannot. Fuck off. Fuck off. Get the fuck out of here.
What are you, Molly?
I am Molly. Get the fuck out of here. This is my house.
You're not, Mike. I can just kick you.
Don't make me go down there and disconnect your computer. No. So yeah, the UI, of course, this is like a version 2 or 3 of the UI. And this beautiful drop pod, as you can see, full of details. If it looks orange to you, it's because you're.
Is there friendly fire on this?
Yeah, there's friendly fire on this.
I have 2 more.
Ah! Oh! You can see also there's floating. You have floating terrain. Whoa! What is this?
That was me.
As a scout, I do not feel comfortable walking there.
Don't expect Bosco on public missions where you play by yourself. He's only in solo missions.
You also cannot join friends through the Steam interface. Everything.
Wow, the flares suck.
And you can't reload cancel in this in this build.
Q mine.
Yes.
Q mining. I never could actually get the hang of it.
Yeah, that's why you patched it out so you wouldn't feel bad.
That is why I patched it out to make up for my inadequacy. Loot bugs look exactly the same, but you can't pet them.
Has it been explained how to open the legacy version? You will get like a launch option when you launch the game with Steam.
Like DirectX 12.
Safe mode.
Oh my god, the flamethrower is not as responsive as in the game.
No, this is the old flamethrower. I'm pretty sure this is before the heat system.
It's because the Subada is the best weapon in the game.
It is.
It's always has been.
Always will be.
That's my power attack.
It's in the equipment terminal. Did we even have I think we had a power attack at this point.
Jacob, I'm a bit lost. Can you just look at the map and say
that
roughly
map
where we are?
Yeah, just turn right at the next 7-Eleven and you should
Yeah,
I think you should open the map and actually
yeah,
help
it still has the 2D map.
Just
We can have it as a mutator. Old technology.
Shitty map. Okay, that could be funny. Molly's not gonna leave behind markers either, I think. Let's see. No, she leaves them. She leaves them.
But no arrows.
No arrows.
And the C4 one-shot Praetorians. We should bring that back, Mike.
Yeah. All right, we're here. Get in.
Oh my god! Like
Yeah.
I usually right-click to to cancel the reload animation by like habit, and now right-clicking just makes you do a melee hit instead, and
Boom, 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 boom.
instead it takes 3 times as long to reload.
We did it. Level 2.
There we go. Upgraded Subata.
Nice.
The thing is, if you own the supporter pack, you actually have the gold armor.
Yeah, there's no power attack here.
Okay.
Did we have perks?
Oh no. Pretty sure there's no KPI terminal. Oh no, this is way before that.
No perks.
No, that's true. Oh shit, yeah, the memorial hall. Oh, you need to go there. You need to show the signs here.
I'm just gonna take a little stroll into
No,
the shooting range. I'm just gonna
to the shooting range. This is before promotions and everything, and instead the memorial hall was.
I remember us removing like one of these because it was a link to like a torrent site, I think.
I think we had a whole thing where we removed like a bunch of names that were like racial slurs or.
Should I look away
nice
so we
words,
don't get
some
banned?
choice words
What's
in here.
going on here?
But those aside, yeah, these are all the people that were participating. This is Legacy. This is what the game launched as in early access, and it has come a long way.
Sure has. We will be back in a few minutes with the last part of today's program.
Fallen.
Now, 3, 2, 1. Happy 5 years, everyone!
5 years.
Happy anniversary! Thank you for a wonderful 5 years.
Who's going in the hot tub?
Oh, hot tub!
Yeah, thank you all for watching
Rocket's
our
chat.
anniversary stream, and thank you for
It's been
being
a lot
part
of
of
fun
these 5
to do
years.
this anniversary stream. It's always fun. This one's been extra fun.
Yeah, but yeah, that's I guess that's it.
That's it.
We tried.
Thanks for
We
watching,
tried.
everyone.
Do you have any final words, Mike?
Rock and Stone.
Good choice. Good choice.
None can stand
Rock and
before us.
Stone.
Rock and stone.